62 degrees out here. It is September the 19th. Water temps are about 73 degrees. That's what this one's saying right now. Water's really dropped. And as a rule of thumb, in the fall, water temperatures drop faster in the fall than they will rise in the spring. So in the spring, sometimes it takes weeks and weeks and weeks for the temperature to come up to where the fish are really feeding. And in the fall, you get a lot of really cool nights. That water temperature will drop really quick and fish will transition really quickly. So you got to constantly stay on them. So I really feel like fish are beginning to make that transition, especially. All right, so I'm vertical jigging this fish attractor here. So that's about 6 feet of line. So that's 12. It's about 12 foot deep here. And I'm just basically gonna bump the jig around. Good crappie. Oh. Boom. We're fishing the Kalin's jig. This is on a 16th ounce head. I think that's an 1/8 ounce head. That's a shad color. And this is the old electric chicken, and that seems to be the ticket this morning. Looking at the watercolor, it's got a little bit of stain, and so I'm really thinking that they keying in on this electric chicken a little bit better. This is a good color water for the electric chicken. So hey guys, let's go catch a fish. So basically I'm gonna pitch out front, and I'm just gonna pitch that lure up, and I'm gonna let it fall down into the strike zone and hope we get bit. And if I don't get bit on the fall, then I'm gonna just hold it there and vertical jig it. Get it down close to the bottom. I think it's on the bottom now. There he is right there. Boom. That's a good one. Yeah, right down on the bottom. Joker actually come down to hit it. See how he's hung in the bottom lip right there? He actually went down to get that lure. We're gonna keep him because he's gonna die. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you folks, it's tough fishing in wind like this, especially with a 1/8 or 16th ounce jig. You really got to concentrate on feeling for that lure. Especially I got brush in here and I really don't want to get hung up. And so I'm trying to fish around the fringes of it. Try that. Let's see. Boom. There he is. Where's he going? A little old bass. Right there in that shadow line. They love that shadow line, don't they? We're just gonna let that lure free fall right down that edge. Now, let's talk about this dock for just a few minutes. I hope you can hear me because the wind's blowing. So it's a lot of things going on at this dock. First of all, you have the shade that this platform covers, and then you have the boat slip. And then, like I said earlier, there's an old dead snag that hangs out in here. So there's a lot of things going here. So there's several ways to fish this dock. You know, first you're going to try to position your boat where you can cast into the wind, and that would be right along here. So you're going to cast along the front here and work the lure and let it free fall through the water column like this. Then you're going to cast up into the boat slip and allow that lure to fall out. And then, so that's just your casting. And then you can vertical jig straight up and down all along this front here, especially around this old tree snag. Now I only caught one crappie here. That was a small crappie, so they're not here. But just to give you an example, this tree comes on out in the water probably to right along here, and so you can vertical jig along that the old tree limbs, and the creek channel is right along in here. It just drops straight off right here. And so I have seen those crappies stack up right on the edge of the drop of the creek channel. And then back on the dock, there's a shady portion there. And so you're going to cast back up in there and work your lure back. So before you leave a dock, you just don't come up and cast 2 or 3 times and think, well, there's no crappie here. Especially if you don't have the electronics. Now, my electronics has marked a few crappie here, not in great numbers. But there's a lot of ways to fish a dock in presentation to present the bait to the fish. And sometimes it's just about the way that you cast your lure and come through the water column. For example, I've caught them here before. I had to get my boat back in there and cast out this way and bring it back, and I would get bit. So just keep that in mind when you're fishing a dock or you're fishing a brush pile or anything. Sometimes it's all about the angle that the lure comes back through the water. So we're going to go up here and fish these bridge pilings here and see what we catch. So stay with us. There he is right there. Boy, I didn't even feel that crappie right there bite. That's a good crappie right there, y'all. Let's dip him. Boom. Well, he wasn't big as I thought he was, but he's a good crappie. It's a good crappie, y'all. Good crappie. Oh, that's a good one right there. Another good crappie. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a bass. Oh, we got another good crappie, y'all. Thought we had another good crappie, y'all. Little bass. Like you got a bad eye. There's a good crappie. A little small. Now, I don't know if you can see that on that Panoptics. Right down at the bottom, right there, 15 feet. That's crappie. That's the crappie I just caught. Now, they're not necessarily on that brush. They're off that brush for some reason. It's been a tough day today. It's been really windy today, and anytime the wind blows this hard, it's really tough when you're fishing. But a lot of fish feed when the wind is blowing because that pushes bait around. It creates a little current, and a lot of times fish will feed. I hope you've seen something in the video that you enjoyed. I hope you've seen something in the video that you learned. Hey guys, and always remember, it's a wildlife, and I'll see you on the water.
All right.